What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after Week 10 here in our Columbus Aviators franchise, where the Aviators picked up another win, moving to 6-2. It was a big game because we ended up doing okay without our big starters out. Mariota and Curtis Harden both returned from injury this week, and it could not come at a better time. You know, the Texans are right on our heels right now. They're only a game behind us, and if we actually lose this game to them, we're going to have the same record, and we'll have split our matchups. So it's really going to come down to other tiebreakers. Now, we do have a good record within our division, but that's still cutting it a little bit too close right now. Let's go over some things. We'll look at all the yearly awards this week. We've already done the Texans roster, so we already know what to expect. So for scouting, what we can do is we can just start focusing on certain players that we like. And right now, Josh Sanders looks like a beast. I like his size. Now, he's base 4'3". I tend to run a 3'4", but ultimately, I don't think that's that big of an issue. I think we'll be okay. Let's see if there's somebody else that stands out here. I mean, Timothy Brandon, not near as good as what Josh Sanders is offering right now. Here we go. This is a guy I like a lot, and he's actually projected in the second round. I prefer having good man coverage here. He still has decent zone coverage, and he's got good press as well. This is definitely a guy to add to the watch list. More so, he's in the second round right now, and he's you can see he has first-round talent. And that is definitely a guy that should be available to us come that draft selection slot. Now, that doesn't always mean anything, as we saw last year when we missed out on all of our targets based on where they were going. But overall, I think we should be okay with what we saw there. Seventh round guy, decent coverage skills. You know, I'm going to go ahead and keep an eye on him. Like, for a seventh round player, I like that. You know, that's some potential that we could definitely work with moving forward. Let's go ahead and check out some safeties here. This has been another issue. You know, Marquestin Huff did a great job making a lot of plays happen last year. Haven't necessarily seen that from him this year. This guy's got great hit power, good catching. Definitely seems like a playmaker. Now, if he doesn't have good zone coverage, it might not even matter. We're out of points this week. We'll scout him more later on. Let's go ahead and check out to see if the Texans have any injuries, as well as what our injury situation's like. We did see a few players go down last week. And Chris Owusu with his abdominal tear is going to be out for 5 weeks. Now, we just got Curtis Harden back, or this would have been a bigger blow to us. But he actually has been playing great for us over the last few weeks, stepping up and making some big plays. He is definitely going to be missed. Mason Foster, only 1 more week with him being out, and then he will be returning from injury. I meant to go check out the Texans while I was there, but I forgot. Oh, man, here we go. Let's see what the Texans got injury-wise. Texans... Ryan Mallett's still out with an injury here. Kevin Johnson, that is a huge injury to a young cornerback here. And Jalen Strong also out. So 2 big losses there. Mallett's a pretty big loss. I think there are other quarterbacks right along the same skill line, though, so it shouldn't be too big of a blow to them. But still, you know, obviously not what they want to deal with. So that'll leave us the stats. Let's go ahead and check out the weekly awards first. Now, we've already checked out the MVP awards. We've already checked out the stats in recent weeks. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the yearly awards here. Williams for the Cowboys, 14 catches, 229 yards, and 2 touchdowns for him. Jackson for the Redskins with 4 sacks. Parrish Cox, there we have it, baby. And, you know, one thing I will say, ever since we made the Jason McCourty trade, our corners and our secondary, our safeties, corners, everything, have been stepping it up lately. None more so than Parrish Cox, I would say. 9 tackles, 1 sack, 2 interceptions. A monster game from him. Then Chris Johnson with the Kansas City Chiefs, 17 carries, 59 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns, only 3.5 yards a carry. It doesn't matter when you're getting into the end zone that many times. Yearly awards, here we go. We'll check out the MVP race again really quick. Russell Wilson 1, Aaron Rodgers 2, Drew Brees 3, Ryan Tannehill 4, so he actually fell down quite a few slots here. Jameis Winston 5, Joe Flacco 6, Robert Griffin III 7, DeMarco Murray 8, Alex Smith 9, and Mark Ingram at number 10. We'll go through coaches really quick. Ryan Mack on his way up to number 3 on the list right now. Definitely got to be happy with that. Single on the Packers. We did see that earlier this year. AFC, here we go. Actually, let's do the NFC first. I'll probably scroll through kind of quickly, guys, so if you guys want to see anything, just hit that pause button. I will pause it over the rookies, or I'll go a little bit slower. There we go, Navarro Bowman, Defensive Player of the Year. Brandon Spikes, you know, we let him go, and he is making us regret it right now, having a great season for the Buccaneers. And I'm shocked that, I'm not shocked, but the Eagles are clearly dominating. I mean, 3 players here in the top 10 defensively. They're definitely playing solid. Max Austin, Offensive Rookie of the Year for the NFC, 84 overall. for the Bears here. Austin Sam, 80 overall for the Rams. Deshaun Young, who was injured when we played the Vikings, 81 overall, having a great season for the Vikings there. Cooper Griffin, 81 overall for the Giants. Darren Barnes, a guy that I believe you guys said we scouted quite a bit, 68 overall for the Redskins. Trey Falk, 69 overall, giggity, for the Packers. E.J. Lucas, another guy that we actually looked at quite a bit, 77 overall here. Oh, no, that was the tight end. Never mind. Russell Jackson, 78 overall for the Panthers. Jeremiah Hunter, 66 overall for the Cowboys. And Gordon Moses, 64 overall for the Redskins. All of these guys are players we are going to have to keep an eye on throughout this franchise, guys. These could be some big names that really impact the future of how everything turns out. Same with the defensive players here. Eric Sullivan, 80 overall for the Packers. Darrell Beck, 81 overall for the Vikings. We really wanted to draft him. It wasn't meant to be, but he's obviously playing pretty well there for the Vikings. Derek Griffin, 80 overall for the Lions. Lavon Boyett, 72 overall for the Cardinals. Avion Atkins, 78 overall for the Cowboys. Rashard Collins, 79 overall for the Saints. Jamal Avery, 82 overall for the Lions. Cedric Carroll, 79 overall for the Falcons. Antoine Belton, 78 overall for the Seahawks. And John Graves, 83 overall for the Redskins. A lot of really good players there. And we'll probably just start scrolling through the list kind of quickly here. Max Austin, 7th overall and best quarterback for the NFC. And Austin Sam, 9th overall here. Is 2 players tied or something? Why is there only 9? Isn't there usually 10? I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But Austin Sam going to be on that list as well. So 2 rookies in the top 10 for the NFC there. Scrolling down the list, you know, obviously C.J. Anderson doing a pretty good job there for the Redskins. Sproles doing pretty good. Yeah, it's usually 10. That's weird. And then there's DeMarco Murray. So they're getting a lot from their rushing game. Why is there... I guess another player wasn't worthy of even qualifying. I don't know. Maybe they've had a lot of injuries and they can't qualify. Brandon Cooks, 1st overall for the Saints there. James Jones, we saw what he was capable of doing. He had a great game against us for the Vikings. Again, probably just going to scroll down kind of quickly here. Just feel free to pause it if you'd like. Here we go. See who all we got. Iupati for the Cardinals there. Cowboys defensive line doing pretty solid by the looks of it. Darnell Dockett. He never actually made it there. Linebacker Connor Barwin. There's Navarro Bowman. Alden Smith on that list as well. Aaron Lynch making it too. Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. Tremaine Brock on the Eagles now. Chris Culliver for the Redskins there. And Antoine Bethea. Kickers go down the list kind of quickly. And then we'll hop on over to the AFC. Let's see what we got. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Ryan Tannehill, Damian Williams at number 2. So the Dolphins offense continues to kill it right now. And again, we'll probably just scroll through quickly. Matt Forte, a huge pickup for the Colts there. Unfortunately, their record's not showing it. It's really kind of crazy what they're going through. 3-5 right now with all the talent they have. Obviously, their defense has been struggling, but they've got a lot of weapons to work with. They did lose out on... their wide receiver as well, so that's another big loss to their team. T.Y. Hilton, there we go. I couldn't think of his name for a second. Bishop Sankey is going to be on the Offensive Players Year of the list. Offensive Player of the... Geez. At number 8, Le'Veon Bell, 9, Monte Ball, 10. Paul Posluszny, defensively, Ndamukong Suh, Manti Te'o, Calvin Pryor, Avery Williamson on the list at number 5. He has definitely stepped it up big time for us, and it's nice to see him there. Offensive Rookie of the Year, here we go, Curtis Harden, 78 overall for your Aviators. Kerry Patrick, number 2 on this list. He's only really gotten significant action in about 3 games or so, maybe 4 games. 71 overall, but he is number 2 on this list. Parker Hester is going to be at number 3, 77 overall for the Colts. James Gomez, 82 overall for the Jets. Kieran Cosby, 77 overall for the Bengals. Larvery Patrick, 72 overall for the Raiders. Osage Gordon, 79 overall for the Bills. Jeffrey Espinoza, a guy we saw a little bit of, not a whole lot, 67 overall for the Raiders. Jabriel Albury, 74 overall for the Browns. And Wayne Chapman, 75 overall for your Columbus Aviators. I'm starting to think that this class hasn't been doing that well for Patrick to be on this list and for Espinoza to be on the list. Both of them are backup quarterbacks. I doubt either have seen a significant amount of time, so I'm thinking maybe they're not coming to play as much in this division right now. Stanley Cunningham, 83 overall for the Bengals. Tyler McElroy, 75 overall for your Aviators, coming in at number 2. Ivory McKay, 85 overall for the Dolphins at number 3. He got a pick 6 against us. Devin Harrington, 82 overall for the Dolphins. I mean, I think the Dolphins are slowly starting to build a dynasty. I mean, you know, they're 7-1 right now. They got 2 rookie guys, both rated very highly, and both performing right now. So obviously it's a team to look out for. Chris Haynes, 82 overall for the Chargers. Malik Maxwell, 79 for the Patriots. Tyrone Stevens, 77 overall for the Columbus Aviators. Michael Powers, 78 overall for the Texans. Demontre Hightower, 66 overall for the Browns. And Devion Rogers, 75 overall for the Raiders. From here on out, we'll probably scroll through kind of quickly here. Alex Smith leading the way at best quarterback. Wow, good for him. Kellen Moore, who we are about to go up against on that list. Scott Tolzien getting the start here for the Patriots. And Zach Mettenberger. So, weird enough. I mean, I think maybe he just doesn't qualify, because I think we can all agree Mariota should be on that list there. Bishop Sankey at number 5 in terms of running backs. That's nice to see. Curtis Harden, best wide receiver. Our rookie is killing it. And I said it before and I'll say it again. This guy has GOAT potential, man. He is looking incredible. Parker Hester, his fellow rookie wide receiver there for the Colts, is going to come in at number 10 on the list. Chance Warmack, a guy who we just signed to an extension at number 3 for offensive lineman. He has definitely been big for us. Taylor Lewan is going to be at number 8. And defensive line, Ndamukong Suh leading the way. Jadeveon Clowney and J.J. Watt at 3 and 4 for the Texans. Again, 2 guys we are about to go up against. And here's that rookie, Devin Harrington, number 7 on the list for the Dolphins. Best linebackers, Pazlesny 1. And Avery Williamson coming in at number 4. Brian Arakpo at 5. Got 2 guys up in there, which I love to see. And then defensive back, Malcolm Butler, number 1 here. Brandon Flowers, 2. Nate Allen, 3. He had a great game against us. Dre Kirkpatrick coming in at 5. What a free agent signing he turned out to be. I actually took slack for making that move, but he has been working out for us here. And then Mark Westenhoff is going to come in at number 9 for us. Best kickers, obviously I don't think we're going to see our guy on here for sure. And that is going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please smash that like button. It helps me out a lot. And I will see you guys in Week 10 as we take on the Houston Texans. Later.